Hi everyone, Sensei Dom here again with my next video. Concentrating on basics, front stance today. So I want to work on the front stance. This is something you can do at home. You can do it with your kids. You can go forward, sideways, diagonal, and work on some of your basics, power, speed, and balance. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get started with the video. So, front stance is another big stance that you see in the karate schools. You see them in katas, you see them in all your basics. So I'm going to give you guys some pointers, some explanations, some details about it, and then you can go back and work on repetitions, going forward and back, changing the technique, blocks, double arm blocks, and punches. Okay? So let's get started with the video. So front stance. I'm going to start about shoulder width apart. Start in ready position. What you're going to do is you're going to start by flexing the knees downwards as you're about to move, all right? So what this does is it causes a chain reaction from the floor into the knees, flexions, into the quads, out through the hips and through the power of the technique. Okay? So we'll do it with a low block. Okay, so I'll do it going forward and then probably some side views. And then I'll explain some of the foot positions and how to move your feet and what I think would work really well to move from stance to stance. Okay? So, here we go. So we start in ready position. Okay? We start by flexing the knees, and as soon as the knees start to flex, it starts a chain reaction. So I'm putting the weight, I'm distributing the weight onto my supporting leg right here, which is my right leg right now. It could be left or right, depending on which way you're moving. And as the hands are coming in, right now you see my knees bending and crossing over. So my hands are open and I'll tighten them up, squeeze them at the end of the technique. So I like to leave my hands loose so I can fire in the technique faster and stronger. I don't want to tense up from the beginning because what happens is it slows down your technique. So you have to stay as relaxed as possible. Okay? So, coming in, I start with my feet nice and tight. Flex the knees, start the hands and the lower body moving together. So what happens is it crosses over into a low block and I snap it down. Hands are nice and loose, technique snaps out. If you look at the feet now, so I'll move back a little bit so you see it. You have your knee over your front foot. Back leg straight, and again I'm grabbing with the toes. It's again hips forward like a gunslinger, right? You don't want your hips to cross over or do anything too funky. Keep the hips in good place, okay? So I've started off in a low block position. Toes are forward, slightly in, but not too much, okay? So, lots of weight on this big front leg, nice straight back leg. So, we'll pick the face block to start with. I'm gonna start moving my feet in and look, my foot and my hands are starting to move at almost the exact time. And then I'm snapping it away, chambering this hand, right? So again, if I move forward, what happens is the chain reaction starts from the floor, but it moves up and everything's gonna start moving, and so does my technique. And I'm strong at the end. This can be done with a punch. It can be done with a block. All right? It can be done with many, many things. All right? So again, front stance is slightly wider than your shoulders because you want to be in the center of your stance. Okay? So, foot moves in. Hands are moving with the lower body. And I'm snapping it straight out. My blocking hand comes just above my knee level. Again, hips straight, the knot of the belt tells me where I'm going, straight ahead. If the knot of the belt's over here, you're off. Make sure it's nice and strong, good strong base. Not too long because you don't want to start doing these up and down motions. Again, small ceiling over your head, and you want your legs to do all the work, okay? So as I'm moving, this front leg takes a lot of the weight. So I'm really light on this other leg now. If you're too heavy with your back leg, you're gonna move slower. So The weight comes here, I'm moving in. Here's the footwork, right? This is what we have to look at. And as the foot moves in, all the weight's here, and now I'm gonna transfer it over into my right leg with my right punch or my right block. I'll do a punch for now. Chambered hand, squeeze the abs, glutes nice and tight, okay? So again, we come down, front knee bent, toes slightly in, back leg here again. I'm in the center of my stance. As I move forward, my front leg takes the weight, my hand starts to move with my lower body, and I transfer the weight now forward, but into the technique at the end. So we'll do it with a face block, right? But it can also be done with an outer block. It can be also done with double arm block, okay? So what I want you guys to go and do is practice this. Go forward and back 3 or 4 times. Make sure you do your blocks with both sides. Change the block. It can be 10 repetitions of 3 sets. Let me know how you did. Comment down below. These videos will keep coming, but I want your input. You let me know what you want to see. All right? Till the next time.